The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by its host and guest on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. I express firmly I am here to have a fun time, and don't need anyone ruining it by being butthurt. Take your clapped cheeks somewhere else. I am not a professional, I just play one on the show. Thank you, and continue supporting. Deuces.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of No Special Characters. I am your host, Jose Luis. Welcome back to another fun episode. And I must start this episode by letting you guys know that this will be the last episode with the mix, with the music mix at the beginning. And it's because I want to grow my YouTube page more. See, the Spotify numbers are going up and I love it. But my YouTube numbers aren't doing the greatest. They are pretty average. And anybody that comes to my page, right, and sees like, all right, this page has been around for mad long, but the views aren't there. So this guy clearly isn't doing nothing. And that's clearly not the case because the Spotify numbers are up. Spotify also has the videos. So it's very annoying to see that I'm not getting the same results on my YouTube as I am on my Spotify. And that's because of the music, unfortunately, because they're demonetizing the hell out of me, which means they're not showing my video to people, which means it doesn't come up on people's searches like that. It's really annoying. So I figured for now, until I figure something out, that I will be removing the mix, which really sucks because that's my favorite part of figuring out what to play at the beginning of the song to get you guys hyped, to get you guys to be on track, to start your day off on a good day at a different vibe, play something you haven't heard in a while, play something you haven't heard at all. And that's why I like doing the mix to begin with. Am I the first person to do a mix at the beginning of the show? No, I'm not. But it was something that I enjoyed when I would watch other people's shows like the JVP, and it will get me hype. And I wanted to do that for you guys. But for now, we're going to put that on pause after this mix. So I felt like I needed to give this a proper send-off. Because why not?
Cool J.
Some somber vibes. You can see it in my eyes. Hurts to let this go, but it's for you guys. We gotta break away, people. That's what we gotta do. Gotta keep on turning. It's gonna be alright, people. It's gonna keep on shining. Spidey senses is tingling. We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright.
Something going on. I feel funny, can't tell me nothing different. My nose twitching, intuition setting in like Steve Vision.
Hey.
I still close my eyes, I still see visions.
Hey.
Still hear that voice in the back of my mind. So what I do, I still take heed, I still listen. I still paint that perfect picture. I still shine bright like a prism. My words still skipping. I know you can't, don't, won't get it. You chose to ride that ship, salt with it.
Hey.
I'm still afloat. I ain't the captain of the yacht, but I'm on the boat. I ain't acting what I'm not, knowing that I don't. You acting like you will, but I know you won't. You won't. I read between the lines of the eyes of your brows. Your handshake ain't matching your smile.
Hi, that's foul.
I can feel it in the air. I can feel it in the air.
Hey.
I can hear it in your voice. I can feel it in the air.
I sit alone in my four-corner room staring at hammers, ready to go bananas. Two vests on me, two extra on me. I know my mind ain't playing tricks on me. I ain't skits, homie. Ain't nobody drop a mic on me. It's like they try and plot and sit on me. I hear this voice in the back of my mind like Mac, tighten up your circle before they hurt you. Read they body language. 85% communication non-verbal. 85% swear they know you. 10% know they story. Man, the other 5
Swear they
times
know
show you. Just know you. Can pull they strings, you the puppet master. Some other man, watch who you puffin' after. Play your cards, go against all odds. Shoot for the moon. If you miss, still amongst those stars.
I just want to say, when it comes to this music shit,
I love you.
I do.
I want to take you away from all of this.
I do. I do.
With the dilly, yo.
I do.
I gotta
I
squeeze
do.
the juice out of the headphones.
Hey. The locks.
Yeah, squeeze the juice out of the headphones. Yo, yo, yo. When you think of me, you
Think of a problem.
Who, what, when, and how you gonna solve them. Automatic or revolver. KI double lesson. Here's the lesson. Most beams is infrared, but mine is fluorescent. No matter where you go, I'ma spot you. No matter how many people you put me in front of, I'ma rock you. And if you try to be the hard top, I'm gonna drop you. I got to treat you like the clutch and pop you. Creep through in the 420 with your honey. Cause you ain't nothing but a playboy that turned bunny. And the only thing left to discuss is more money. In these bullshit games, these chickens try to run me. Y'all know y'all can't touch us. I flow luscious. It's so real, I make her hop out and get the Duchess. I'm sitting on 1,000 birds and I hide from the camera. Cause the picture's worth 1,000 words. Since y'all herbs, y'all get what y'all deserve. Y'all do the catering while we just get served. And you got some nerve for PH and Jason. Do you have any idea who you facing? Just something about my shit you'll never figure out. It's too hot, burning my mouth. That's why I spit it out. It must be real hard for y'all to listen. And it's sad, niggas is too broke to pay attention. Chillin', sitting on about $500,000. And all my niggas, all my guns, all my women. Next 10 years, I should see about $1 billion.
All from the love of drug dealing.
Yeah, chillin', sitting on about $500,000.
Without further ado, let me go in.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
You're listening to
Special characters.
Welcome back to another episode of No Special Characters. I am your host, Jose Luis, aka
On my Cool J.
And welcome, guys. Welcome back to another fun episode that I hopefully you guys enjoy. And yeah, man, I'm really sad. I'm really tore up about it that I had to cut the music section off. But it came down to politics. That's basically what everything comes down to. It came down to politics when it came down to talking to people that wanted to sponsor the show, distribute the show. It comes down to all of this. It comes down to exposure, and it came down to another conversation that I didn't think was going to play such an important role in my decision of doing this. And it's all because I've heard there was talks about payola. And the talk about payola is a lot of the times when people play music on the show, And don't get it twisted. I wanted to play music from the beginning. That was one of the things I wanted to start to show up with. Is just when there was two of us, there was conflicts. But like, oh, well, it sounds like we're doing this and we're doing that. But the way the logic is broken down is like, all right, when McDonald's came around, everybody's like, all right, there's a burger. Oh my God, what can we do? Burger King came around. I was like, we have a burger too. It's not the same. It's a burger, yes, but it's not the same. It's not the same presentation. It's not the same anything that I'm giving you guys. So that's why I didn't mind doing like a music mix in the beginning of the show. But what did come down to was payola. And a lot of people that do payola for playing music at the beginning of the show, payola is like a music record company will give them money, or the artist will give them money, which I wasn't looking, because originally what I did ask for was for friends that I knew that make music, and a lot of them did submit music. I just didn't branch out more, didn't really reach out to have me play their music on this platform, which is what I originally wanted to do. It didn't happen, so I ended up just playing music that I loved. And when I hear other podcast people are making money off playing the music, and I'm not really benefiting from playing the music, because if anything, I'm being penalized for playing the music. I would be penalized on YouTube for playing the music, which really sucked, because like I mentioned before, they would block me on territories. The last episode doesn't have high views because it's blocked in multiple territories. And it was like, all right, what I could have did was lower the music or muted the music on when it came to YouTube. But I was like, nah, because if you're spotting me for the first time on something that I'm doing that I love, I didn't want to take away the energy that I was giving off or whatever. But yeah, that's why we had to cut the music. But I'm gonna find something else, something more for us to do. You're not gonna lose time. Like I could fill a 7-minute, 8-minute slot. Like, it's not hard. Actually, let me stop. But yeah. But that's what I wanted to mention. You sons of bitches. But that's exactly what I wanted to mention to you guys, is that if you tune into the next episode, like, yo, where's the music? Something's missing. What's going on here? That's what's going on. I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop. I know a lot of people that do these shows, they don't keep you guys in the loop. They just do something. They just put something out and they don't let you guys know what's going on. But nah, fuck that. I wanted to let you guys know what's going on, because we have over 2,000 listeners. 2,000 listeners are tuning in for a reason. There's something that I'm doing right. There's something that I'm doing good, that people are coming back to listen to this more. And I want more now. Before I was like, all right, I don't know how much more do I want of this. Fuck that. There goes monetization. I want more now. So yeah. So let me see. Where do I start? Where do I start with you guys? Oh, so for that first song that I played, let me shout out the artist, RAVEN-CROFT. That's a fire name if you ask me. It's annoying. See, even the song I'm going to end with, this show with, it's not on Spotify. And because it's not on Spotify, I can only find it on another platform. And that's really annoying, that I can only find something that I want to play for you guys on another platform, and then I got to jump between 2 or 3, 4 platforms, and it's kind of annoying. But shout out to that artist. Hopefully your music does get to Spotify. And you've been out here way longer than I've been out, so yeah, somebody should be working on that. Somebody at Spotify should be putting that song that's heavily sampled in hip hop and other DSPs. That's all I wanted to say, because I do show love to the artist. Where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? It's kind of like a fashion thing. Before I get to the fashion, all right. All right, fuck it. Starting with fashion. Going to food and back to fashion. Now, over the weekend that just passed, I bought some sneakers. I'm not a big sneaker person. I don't like the idea of paying a lot of money for sneakers. It pisses me off. Because my sneakers, you didn't used to go for a lot of money back in the days. All the sneakers are the hype B sneakers, like the uptowns, downtowns. They used to be $70, $80, $70 if you negotiate. They're really $80 or $70 you can negotiate. Like, yo, I want to give you 70, no tax. And they'll be like, I can't do that. I'll be like, yo, I'll walk the fuck out the store right now. And they'll be like, you got it. But there's no more negotiating these days. There is no more haggling. There's no more any of this stuff. And these sneakers that I love, these sneakers that I was like, oh my God, I grew up on the Jordans, the Olympic 7s, the fucking Bread 3s, all these sneakers that used to go for like $100. They're like $150, $200, $250 and up. And I have a huge problem with that. So this weekend, I found myself at the mall. My brother bought me some sneakers. I mean, some New Balances. I just became a huge fan of New Balances. Before, there used to be old man sneakers, but I'm an old man now, so I guess old man sneakers is in for me. So I bought these New Balances. I didn't buy the new. Well, I bought myself some New Balances. But before I bought the New Balances, my brother bought me some New Balances. This is not an ad, but the ones he got me were cool. I was like, well, let me see what else they got. What other color schemes? What started this conversation? Oh, I was on Instagram scrolling, and they were talking about hype beasts, not hype beasts, people that we grew up on, like the Wayans brothers, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, and they was like, oh, there's an unspoken king that doesn't get recognition about sneakers, and it was Mr. Jerry Seinfeld. And Mr. Jerry Seinfeld used to wear all the cool Jordans, Nikes, and shit like that. He made me want to go rebuy the Moabs this week for like, I found them for like $150. But then it comes to the moral dilemma. Do I want to spend $150? And not just do I want to spend $150? Am I going to wear these $150 sneakers that are going to be collectibles? Which the answer would be, yes, I'm going to wear the collectible sneakers because I spent the money on it. And I'm going to ruin a pair of legacy sneakers because that's the type of person that I am. I've always you guys won't know it because you guys don't know me. Unless you know me in real life, I wear my collectible shit out. Shit that I'm supposed to put away, blah, 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 blah. You see the cup back there, that cup, that little Deadpool cup? That Deadpool cup's going to be worth money. I am drinking out that shit right now. So, yeah, I have issues with things like that. But back to what I was saying. Looking for sneakers, different color schemes, found some cool sneakers. All right, New Balances. New Balances don't go for a lot of money. I don't think they do. I think it should be pretty regular, right? No. I had that shit fucked up. I was tripping. They want 150 doll hairs for old man New Balances. And because I wanted them so bad, I found my goofy ass buying a pair of $150 New Balance, $162 with tax. That shit got me tight. $12 in tax, you motherfuckers. That money better be going to the goddamn roadways that I had to take to get to the goddamn mall, because all those damn potholes that I hit definitely threw my car out of alignment. I am sick to my stomach, fam. Do I still have that? Yes.
Sick to my stomach, fam. But
yeah, man. The ride wasn't
very demure.
It wasn't
Very demure.
Not at all. I was very sick, son. And the way I handed my debit card to pay for these sneakers, and then the lady didn't have the nerve to put it back in my hand. She put it on the table, and I was looking at it on the table, and I was like, please, let me put this shit back in my wallet because it's on fire from swiping $162 for a pair of sneakers. Very, very upset. Very, very not happy. But they do look fire, though. They do. I must say, they look fire. Yeah. What's the most you guys ever spent for sneakers? Let me know in the comments. You know, it's crazy. In the last episode, I mentioned that my dad bought me sneakers from the grocery store with the little stupid plastic thing on it. And not that long ago, a pair of sneakers that everybody was going hype for. They're like, oh my God, you got to get these sneakers, blah, blah, blah. And they came with the little same stupid plastic thing that were on my sneakers back in the day. And it was like a trend. Everybody was like, oh my God, you got to get these. Oh, no, you can't take it off. If you take them off, it's not official. It's not authentic. It's not all these things. Man, I've been swaggier than all of y'all, and I had the original bread 3s, so you guys can't even say nothing to me.
Catch that shit, cuz!
Catch up. Shit. But yeah, it was very entertaining. What's the most you guys have spent for sneakers? Cause I find myself, see, even though it's crazy, I don't have big feet, bro. I wear technically a 7.5, 8 if I want to feel boldish, but my 7.5 sneakers technically count as kids. Fuck you guys. They're gonna over there like, oh, baby feet. Fuck you. All right. Because my sneakers are still cheaper. That shit don't even matter no more, bro. Those kid sneakers still go for the same price as adult sneakers. I don't know what part of the game is that. I don't know who gave the green light on that. That's crazy to me that that you're paying the same amount as somebody that has a bigger foot than you. They use way more material. Why the fuck am I still paying the same amount? That's crazy to me. But yeah. And this conversation brings me back to when I was in junior high school. These Jordans came out, right? I remember these Jordans coming out. I think they were the 22s. They were the red and white 22s. Like they were like the corporate shit because it came in a briefcase. You guys remember those? I don't know the official name. I'm not a fucking hype beast like you guys would be. But these sneakers came in a suitcase. They were $200 at the time. My friend at the time, next door neighbor, his name was Kareem. He got the sneakers. And I remember walking with him, and he had the sneakers. He was like, we were going to school. He's like, you want to hold the briefcase? I was like, fuck yeah, I want to hold the briefcase. They're like, Jose, you got the sneakers? Yeah, baby. No, I can't show you them. This shit's is way too much for me to show you guys. I can't even walk with these shits. I was fronting hard, but Kareem was wearing the sneakers while I was just walking with the empty ass box like a fucking goof. I do that shit now with White Castle's crave case boxes, but that's a whole different thing. All right. That's a balling on a different status, on a different stratosphere, all right? You know how people go to work, since I work in corporate, people go there with regular briefcases, leather briefcases, Tuscan briefcases. I pull up with a White Castle's crave case to let them know what time it is at my job because we're in a recession, baby, and I'm big. So, ladies, holla at your boy. And that burger's got cheese on it, all right? What's up? Don't talk to me if you got a fucking dairy insufficiency problem, all right? But, yeah. It was very entertaining thinking about this shit. Thinking about me as a kid and the prices we used to pay versus now and what these kids are paying for their sneakers. That shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy. I feel sad for you parents that have to grow up, especially if your kids are going to be hype pieces. I see those videos on YouTube where they do their little drip test. Like, oh, these sneakers are $800. These jeans are $1,200. A shirt is $400. Because I don't know if you listen to this. My little cousin Gary, he sells these shirts. Go follow him. Supreme Head Colors LLC. All right. If you're a little hype beast, you like Jordans, you like Nikes, Godspeed, Supreme, some other things. He shows clothes that his page lets me know I'm an old man because I've never heard. You know what I know is Godspeed? Godspeed to me is the Flash villain. All right, that's Godspeed to me. Or I come from an even older phrase. Like, oh, you're going to do something? Godspeed. Be on your way. Get to your destination, right? There's a clothing line called Godspeed. And I'm like, I saw it, I was like, oh, this looks like a cool shirt. That looks like a cool $40 shirt. Them shits is like $400, $500. I can't keep up with the hype with that. I remember back in the days, $5 white tees, 10 for 3, Jamaica Ave, somewhere. So it's like crazy, bro. There's some other shit that I just remembered. Fucking trucker hats. $20 trucker hats are like $400, bro. Nah, man. I can't keep up with these kids. They good. They can keep the game. Wherever the hell they took it. To hell. They took that shit all the way to hell.
You piece of shit.
Shit is crazy, bro. I remember, no disrespect to the company. No disrespect. If you guys ever see this, hear this, whatever. All right, my hats, people bitched about it, $40. Distress, this is my logo. That's me, on me, baby. $40. Even to me, $40 to me, I felt like I was charging too much. But I wanted to do more. I was like, yeah, I'm going to charge high for the first go around, and then I'm going to bring the price down because that's going to help get the re-up and allow me to do more, right? That was the idea. Happened like that, didn't go like that. But there's a cat company that I remember we were recording in in Q's barbershop in Baldwin, right? And this guy comes in. It's like a cool gas CVS looking peacock hat. And I'm like, yo, that shit looks fire. And he's like, yeah, man, I got these hats selling it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool. But he wasn't there for me. He was there for Q and C's and them. I was like, that's dope. I was like, how much are these hats? This fine, cool looking hat. He was like, 100. So, here you go. Can't afford it. Struggling podcaster right here. Recording in the basement. Can't afford your hat, sir. Hopefully one day be able to work for you. But as of right now, I can't afford it. Shout out to that company though. But he took the hit because I think those hats are still going on. I think I still see them. So it was like crazy. But no, I can't do it. I can't find myself to bring myself to pay that much money for clothes. Even though I just told you I spent $150 on these, $162 on these sneakers. But I'm going to get the money back. I'm going to fucking rob somebody. But whatever. Oh, the other thing is that side tangent for this conversation was fashion. Oh, we're still in fashion, right? So I bought a Basquiat hoodie. I know everybody's like, oh, Basquiat. Everybody wears Basquiat. Yeah, but I bought a members only Basquiat hoodie. Cool looking Basquiat hoodie. Never really seen anybody wear it. I was like, all right, gotta get it. You want to know why I never seen anybody wear it? Because there was a secret message in the goddamn hoodie that I ain't know about. And it got me questioned. I'm in the 7-Eleven once again, trying to purchase my goodies. Do I want to talk about that? Somebody tried to riz me up at the 7-Eleven. I was online waiting for the 7-Eleven. He was like, hey, man, anybody ever tell you look like Bruno Mars? And I looked at him right in his face. I was like, when I see your face, get the fuck away from me. What the fuck you mean I look like Bruno Mars? He's like, yo, no homo, no homo, no homo, no homo. I was like, what? You can't say that. What the fuck is wrong with you? And he was like, nah, but he is a handsome man. I was like, all right, Sam, what do you want? He was like, can I borrow some money? I was like, borrowing means you intend to pay me back. Do you want some money? And he was like, yes, please. I was like, I got you. Don't worry. Give me a second. Let me make my purchase off the money that I fucking made the songs that you clearly love to listen to. But back to the conversation. Wearing a hoodie, Basquiat. All right, secret message. This guy looks at me. He didn't do it cool. He didn't do it in a way that wouldn't get a response that he got. So in the back of my hoodie around this gap that I have, looks at me, goes, I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, my nigga. I'm like, I beg your pardon? He was white. He goes, pause, ayo. And I'm like, what do you mean, ayo? It's a Basquiat hoodie. I know he was gay and he was a heroin addict, but I think you're giving me more shit about him being gay and not being the heroin addict. And he was like, your shirt says famous. I was like, I know that. He was like, sausage. Huh? Famous. Yeah. Sausage. I'm not getting it. Sausage? Yeah. But famous. Yeah. I'm still not getting it. Where are you going with this? Are you trying to say I have a famous meat? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're questioning me? That my meat is famous? Are you asking for a piece of my Jimmy Dean's? And he was like, no, nigga. Your shirt, your hoodie is gay as hell. I'm like, I'm not getting it. My shirt says famous and I never noticed because I didn't see the bottom when I held it. It was bent and I didn't say, yo. And it says famous sausage. And I'm like, why the fuck would Basquiat write famous sausage in one of his art? I was like, then I thought about it. The nigga was a heroin addict. Of course he would write something like famous sausage. All the faces look melted and the skeletons look deformed like he was always on a trip. So I was like, this is a very pause-worthy hoodie that I'm wearing. I need to calm the hell down. But it was funny the exchange that me and had because he was like, famous. And I'm like, famous sausage? I'm not getting it. Like we were in a... I was like, I could get the conversation if we were in a Tim Hortons, but we're in a 7-Eleven. Side tangent, I don't know if you guys know, but I've always thought, maybe ignorance on but I always thought that 7-Eleven was owned by Indian folks because that all that it seems that they seem to hire, if that makes any sense. To me, I feel like every 7-Eleven that I've been to or went to, patroned, there has always been an Indian person there. So I figured the most people working there will own the franchise. Right? It just can't be a coincidence that every owner that I met at a 7-Eleven was Indian, only to find out that it's a Japanese corporation that owns 7-Eleven. Blew my mind. Probably ignorance on but that shit was crazy. Kind of like the famous sausage thing. But I think this is what comes. I think this is the thing that makes me look at people like, all right, man. All right, I'm wearing something that says famous sausage. Did you really have to like mention it? Did you really have the feel to get into a conversation with me over a shirt that says famous sausage? And if so, what do you get out of this famous sausage conversation? Because it seems like you're asking for some sausage, right? And then you want to get mad because you probably thought somebody like me wouldn't have a response. Would get flustered, would probably run out the room, offended. No. Not I. Not I at all. I do not get offended. Side tangent again. I offended people at the office because I said the trans flag. There was like somebody was like, "What does that flag? What country does that flag belong to?" And I said Transylvania, and they did not appreciate that joke. But back to the conversation that we're having. Yeah, I think there was no purpose to have that conversation. He wasn't even expected for me to have the comeback that I gave him. Yeah, right. Mad cum on his back. Damn homosexual. But yeah, it was really entertaining, that exchange that I had there. But yeah, famous sausage. Crazy. I mean, when you wake up from a high, I guess you are hungry. He's like, oh, you know what would be killing me right now? He was gay too. Dun, dun, dun. You know, I'm complaining about the music stopping my monetization and me being blocked, but I'm pretty sure the first 30 minutes of this episode is pretty fucking bad. So I'm going to move on to the next topic. Oh, God, it doesn't get better. Speaking of Indian folks, I went to get weird food. All right, man. I know you guys seen the video on TikTok. If you haven't seen the video on TikTok, you probably seen it on Instagram 2 weeks later. Hold on, let me take a sip. Does that even help? On TikTok, there was a conversation of this guy. I forgot where he was. I think I'm going to say Cali. Because he got an order. This is in the court report. He got an order. This guy came. He had an order to give out. The person that picked up the order to go take it out, I guess he was like part of Uber. And so he was giving this order to somebody in Uber to go take to another person. And the driver clearly didn't speak English. But instead of like, all right, this guy doesn't speak English, canceling the order, getting another driver, or just handing the shit to the guy, whatever, he decided to yell at the driver that clearly didn't speak English. And he was like, this is America. You come here and you speak English. You come here. When you come here, you speak English. Learn the fucking language and blah, 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 blah. Right? Now, everyone's like, yeah, it's fucked up. He's yelling at the guy. My thought process was, if he doesn't speak English, what does yelling at him louder and repeating it really do for you? That's just you just inflating your fucking ego because you're a fucking little bitch. But the driver guy was fucking hilarious because I speak Spanish and I understand Spanish. The whole time he's like, God, I hope this guy hits me. God, I hope this guy hits me. God, let him hit me. He's like, because the guy was like this close to his face and going off. And I'm like, all right. But all the failed attempts of you people that were trying to stick up for the driver, yeah, if you want to fuck with somebody that's being an asshole like that and they have a business, you don't have to go to the place physically and fuck with the owner, because all you're doing is catching yourself a charge, possibly getting him a lawsuit to fuck with you, and you're fucking up your record. What you can do is write a review. You can write a review and fuck with his business that way. And yes, he could delete the comment that you would write, but you know what he can't undo? The fucking rating. Little tidbit for you guys. But I digress from this conversation because I said this isn't the cool report. The reason I bring this up is that I was at LeBron's pizza shop. I was at Blaze Pizza. And I always go to Blaze Pizza every other day, but I haven't been there in mad long because your boy's been broke. So I finally had enough money to get some Blaze Pizza, only because they gave me a coupon and the pizza was $5. But I get to this establishment, I was like, I'm going to get the works, the fixings. I'm going to get my personal pie, high crust. I'm going to get cheese, marinara sauce, extra cheese, grilled chicken, ham, mushrooms, pineapple, sea salt. I know what you guys are saying, but I don't care.
Cannot trick me.
Can't.
You cannot trick me.
Pineapple on pizza goes. I don't give a fuck what you guys are going to tell me. The fuck?
You suck.
All right, if you guys don't like that, all right. But it's my personal preference. It's my pizza and I want it now. So I go to this place and there's a new lady there. And I'm used to the staff there. So I'm used to, I say it all the time when it comes to the show. Like, what's your name? I'm like, Jose. How do you spell that? And I'm like, I normally get annoyed, but I'm like, it's very small-minded of me to feel like, to assume that people will know how to spell my name just because it's a fucking common name. But that's beyond me. Now, what happened was, I go, Jose, and she goes, okay, I got it. Beautiful, got it. Takes my order, blah, 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 blah. Waiting. She's like, all right, really hungry. Hopefully they can, hopefully they can like speed this up, because boy, oh boy, am I hungry. So waiting 10 minutes. All I hear is, Ozark, your pizza is ready. Ozark, your pizza is ready. This place isn't empty. There's a lot of people there. And it's a mixed creed, like black, white, Spanish, Indian, Chinese. Ozark, your pizza's ready. Ozark, your pizza's ready. We've been saying your name for a while. Ozark, your pizza is ready. Who the fuck is Ozark? That person is taking their sweet ass stuff. Yo, can you skip Ozark and get to my pizza? No, Ozark has to get their pizza first. You motherfuckers. I'm like, what Ozark ordered? Because my pizza, I'm like, oh, he got grilled chicken, ham, pineapple, sea salt, shredded mozzarella, shredded mozzarella, marinara, high crust. I'm like, damn, he ordered the same shit I ordered. Damn, son, great people think alike. And the girl comes over. Sir, you're Ozark. The fuck I am. My name is Jose. Where the hell did you get Ozark from? That's a show. That's a show on Netflix. Now, the entitled American in me wanted to be like, you come to my country, you get my name correct. My name is Jose. But it was just too funny of a situation to be like, Ozark is fucking fire. Ozark is a fire name. I'm like, somebody really thought somebody's government was Ozark. See, on my eating apps, I go with my Facebook name, which is No Way Jose. No Way Jose is such a common name, you're never going to fucking find me, so don't even fucking try. But very common name. So whenever I order food from places, be like, No Way Jose, and be like, yeah. Everybody's like, ah. I'm like, it's just a regular fucking name. Like, relax. But, yeah. Ozark. I was like, the Haitians are eating the dope stuff. It was pretty fucking funny because I was like, see, this is a conversation where a super right person would get offended, and they probably will get offended because they're probably like, they took our jobs, because that's the conversation going on in America right now, is that the immigrants are coming here and taking our jobs. Well, how would somebody like this be able to get a job without a social security number? Those little things, but whatever. You're gonna be like, well, don't give them visas and Isn't that the legal way? Isn't that the legal way? But I'm not here to talk politics with you guys. But yeah, it was very fucking funny. I was like, oh my God. I was like, because normally people don't know how to spell my name. They'll be like, how do you spell Jose? H-O-S-E? And I was like, yeah. Make sure you tell people that. Tell them that's how my name is spelled for generations. So they can fucking build statues of I as a green nylon hose. I don't fucking know what rubber hoses are made out of. You just said it. I know. I'm a troll. I don't give a fuck. All right. Let's see what else I got on my docket. All right. So if you haven't noticed, I've been talking about movies a lot. So I've been reviewing movies that I've seen. And I guess this is going to get political. I'm sorry. But I saw this good movie. I'm not going to say great. I saw a good movie over the weekend. And what I saw was this movie called Civil War. I suggest you guys go watch it because I do believe this is where we are heading to. I believe this is not that far out in the future. Whichever president is about to get elected, but I've heard stories, like I said, I don't know, fear-mongering from the news media, liberal news and the red news and blah, blah, blah. One of the conversations I did hear is what Trump wants to do when he gets into office is try to get a third term. I don't know how achievable that is, but this movie is about a president that's not liked, trying to get a third. No, he was on his third term. He was able to pull it off, and the country divided. See, I don't know who this movie was installed for, who was catered to, or to me, it's fear-mongering. It's a fear-mongering movie because it's like, oh my God, this is what happened. We're going to head to this division of the nation, blah, blah, blah. And what I did take away from the movie is I feel that if something like that were to happen and we don't like the way shit is going, and if you are a pro-gun person, you would love this movie because it's about the people gathering up together to take back what's ours, which is America. That's the dope piece about it. Now, what can I complain? Oh, it's about photography. I love photography. Guns and photography, two types of shooting, you fucking got me. So, yeah, it also reminded me that I fucking love photography. I love the realness that you could capture when you're in certain places. I love... All right, if you're a real photographer person, you're not looking for you're looking for the perfect moment. Not the stage perfect moment, but the perfect moment. The shit that you're not supposed to capture. The shit that's like supposed to be like, oh wow, whoa, that's crazy. Like things like that. I want to make sure I'm not stepping on something. All right. Yeah, you're looking for something that catches your eyes that somebody wouldn't see or is not supposed to see, and you're supposed to put it. That's why I love photography. You know, side tangent, one of the things that all right, if you guys don't know about the way I shoot this shit, even the way I shoot this shit, my podcast, it goes beyond my podcast. Even when I used to like rollerblade with my cousin Kevin, like I like showing the hard times. I like showing the mess. I like you seeing me get upset at the garbage man that I know was going to come. I should prepare for this, but no, it's all right. I'm going to try to do it. Beat the clock. Go. I like doing. I know some of you guys might hate this, but I leave it in purposely. I leave dead space in on the show purposely because it's genuine. It's real. I don't want to edit that. It's like, nah, fuck that. You can really hear me. You hear me like, all right, I'm gonna Google this. It's genuine shit. It's not clean cut cookie cutter shit that you guys receive. You won't receive that in other podcasts. And I like to think that if you're watching this as somebody that wants to start your own show, yeah, this shit ain't perfect. This shit is real, live, genuine shit. And that's one of the things. Like, I started doing the live, and the only reason I stopped because I was like, yo, I just got tired of I was trying to do 4 cameras and whatever. But it was like, I did not mind doing the live because it's like, oh, you're gonna catch things that the regular person that I put this out, like, yo, I'll give you things on this right here, but you're not gonna catch everything. And when you catch everything, like, all right, man, he's not holding back. Like, no, he stumbled and he's still gonna go through it. And that's why I like recording like shit like that. So it was very me watching this movie that's about Civil War and like the fall of the government and shit like that. And it's also about photography and capturing moments and showing people like, yo, this is going on. Look at this. This is a different angle of things. I love that. I love that. That's why I've always tried to like keep things like as authentic as I can. Like, love this angle. My cameras aren't always set up the best. This camera has this gigantic thing in front of it. Half the time, I don't know if it's capturing my face, but it does have an autofocus where it just focuses on my face, but I know it's blurring everything out, so you don't get to see the aesthetic. This angle of this camera right here, I fucking hate it. But fuck it, it is what it is, man. I'll fix it when I get the chance to fix it, but I think this is all genuine, authentic shit right here. But yeah, that's what made the movie so crazy. And you know, I always have a critique like, oh, the one thing I would be like, oh, I would change this shit. No, it was actually a pretty good movie that I wouldn't change nothing about it. Is it the greatest movie? No. It's okay. But it was like it's real. It's authentic. Because I mentioned in the last episode, like, all right, there was a Trump rally. All right. I wanted to go to the Trump rally. I didn't get the chance to go to the Trump rally. I do feel a way that people that are Trumpers I know personally in the digital world, in the real world, in my work world, that didn't go to those rallies. You didn't go to the rally. You had the chance to go to the rally. I wanted to go to the rally. I don't 100% support whatever he does, but whatever. But I wanted to go see, like, all right, this is history, as I mentioned before in the last episode. I want to go there, blah blah blah. But I really wanted to go there, like, all right, what am I going to experience out here? Am I really gonna make it back out of here alive? I don't know. Whatever. But I wanted to go out there, but I didn't get to because I had work. But it's like, shit, I'm losing it. God damn it. Oh, back, caught it. What would the experience be like for me out there? Would I be accepted? Would they be like, hey, brother, you're one of us? Shit like that, right? Or would it have been like, you're in the wrong place. You need to get the fuck out of here. That's what I wanted to see, right? And this movie had a moment like that I loved. I loved it. Oh shit, I forgot to do the spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. But this movie had a scene that I loved. And I'm going to ruin it because this is a great scene. So if you don't want to hear the scene, hit the fast forward to the cool report. It's literally the next shit over. But the thing was, everybody's broken up to militia. All right, so people were turning against the president. The people that broke up, California broke up. California and Colorado made their own faction, their own army. They were called like the East or something. And then, no, I'm lying to you. California and Texas got together and made their own militia to take down the government, right? And then Florida had their own thing, but Florida's going to Florida, and Florida fucked up whatever they were doing. So it's up to Texas and California to go take siege of the White House, and they do it. It's fucking great. But the whole story is about reporters trying to get to the White House, and along the trip, they run across a group of militia members, and the militia members are like, "Hey, yo, what part of America are you from?" And not everybody in their group was American. And the ones that were American, if you weren't of the same color, they didn't want to hear, like, you bullshit. Like, all right, what part of America you are? Because they weren't going to get a pass. They were going to get murdered. So the whole thing was like, yeah, what part of America are you from? So it was like two white girls, one Spanish guy, and two Chinese guys, right? You know, like, yo, what part of America are you from? So the Spanish guy is like the main one talking. He's like, yo, I'm from here. I'm from America. He's like, but what part of America are you from? You from South America? You from Central America? Because I don't think you're from my America. He's like, nah, I'm from like Jersey or some shit like that. You know, like, nah, we'll see. I asked the white girls, what part of America you from? They're like, we're from Jersey and shit like that. They get to the Chinese guy. They're like, yo, what part of America you from? He didn't want to answer. He's like, nah. Pop, like, killed him. All right. You, other Asian guy, what part of America you from? And he was like, I'm from China, and pop, kill that nigga. And it was like, that's also what I feel would happen too. As much as like, oh my God, we're Americans, we're going to unite. It's like, nah, there's still always going to be a group of people like, nah, I don't think you're American. And that's kind of the fight that I be having when people try to put a hyphenation on my America, on my American status. I'm American. You ever ask me what I am? I'm American. All right? American. No, you're Latino. No. American. You're Hispanic. No. American. You're Native. No. Well, maybe, yeah. But heavy on the American. Don't hyphenate my shit. All right? Don't try to put like me in a subcategory. Like, there's American, there's Latino Americans, there's Black Americans, there's Asian Americans. No, motherfucker, I am American. So it was dope watching this movie. It was pretty cool. I liked it. Is it going to be for everybody? It's really up to you. It's the way you view shit. All right? You might get offended by it. You might not. You might agree with it. You might not. But I do believe in the rising of the people and people going to take shit over. Maybe not this new generation. Maybe if it keeps going, I don't know. Gonna be a bunch of furries in the battlefield. A fucking furry. Yo, that shit would look like a fucking Fortnite fight. That should be crazy. But yeah. Kind of American on you. Shit is crazy, son. But yeah, go watch that movie. It's called Civil War. It's on HBO, I believe. Yeah. Go watch that shit. You know, if I was in the war, son, I'll be here with my fucking tank. And I would definitely play Love is a Battlefield. We are young. And then we would just go kill some motherfuckers. We out there. There goes monetization right there. All right. I don't know how far we're going to get away with this shit. All right. So moving on.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
As I mentioned in the last episode, the DIDDLER was arrested and they got him with mad shit. They got him with lots of things. They got a lot of evidence on him. There's going to be a crazy court trial. And his lawyer was like trying to make him seem human. And he didn't do the best of job. Because when it came down to the 747 dildos, he was like, hey, man, we're all freaky in our own way. We're allowed to do. And he's 1,000% right. You want to be freaky with dildos? Go ahead. Go crazy, sir. 743, that's a lot of dildos. I want to know about the apprentice that went out and gone and bought all the dildos along with the lubrication and the baby oil, which made me laugh because I didn't think about it, but somebody else mentioned it. They was like, hey, Johnson & Johnson has to be tight. Johnson & Johnson has to be sweating. They must be going through it because somebody that was buying that much goddamn baby oil, you're going to notice that they're not buying that much baby oil again. That's fucking crazy to me. But when it came down to it, the lawyer he went in front of the cameras and he was like, all right, Mr. Combs is in. I said, man, we have good faith. We believe he'll be free and we're going to get past all these bogus charges and all this shit. And then he goes, what about the baby lotion? And he was like, there was a pandemic not that long ago. He probably bought it in bulk. He doesn't live that far from a Costco. And everyone's like, you could be right. You could be right. There was a pandemic. People still are using the same toilet paper they were hoarding from since the 2020. A lot of Lysol strips are still in their house. Cans, strips, all this shit. Garbage cans, fucking N95 masks, little facial masks, bandanas, shit to cover your face. A lot of people bought shit in bulk around the pandemic. So I was like, I could kind of see that. And then it wasn't until Costco came out and it was like, hold up. You will not say that the great company of Costco carries or sells that much freaking baby oil. Are you out of your mind? No.
Hell no.
Shit. He was like, no. No wholesale company sells that in bulk. Nobody sells baby oil in bulk because that's a sick thing to order in bulk. How do you go there with a straight face? I'm like, let me get 1,000 bottles of baby oil. What brand? Johnson & Johnson, please. All right, great. And that's where I have to look at Johnson & Johnson too, because if you can't get Johnson & Johnson in bulk, then where the hell can you get it? You have to go to the distributor, right? Big Johnson & Johnson's up to something, all right? So, yeah. Big Johnson & Johnson. Oh my God, so many fucking double entendres. Shit. Now, I can't wait for the whistleblower at Johnson & Johnson.
Oh yeah, we knew he was up to some crazy shit. When he would just go to the facility with his own U-Haul truck and he'll be like, hey yo, load it up. And he didn't come there with the standard U-Haul truck. He came there with the 18-wheeler telling us to fill it all up with baby oil. And who are we to judge? That's John P. Diddy Combs, all right? That's Mr. Take that. Shit. You think I'm getting caught? You saw he did with Justin Bieber?
Nope. So, yeah. That's a crazy order to fulfill. 1,000 what? That log sheet is sick. Whoever signed out on that log sheet, you nasty. You was real nasty. But it was funny as hell to see them go, no, hell no. Nope. Don't you put that on us. We did not green like that. We did not okay that, all right? Nope. Over here putting down the great name of Costco. You see our hot dogs? You see how much our glizzys are still the same price? God bless America, all right? Shit. He said. Maybe you got it at Costco. You're going to need a better defense than that, buddies. You're going to need a way better defense than that. That shit was crazy. Go ask BJ's, all right? Yo, crazy. You got that shit at Home Depot. Definitely got that shit from Eric Adams' house. Hold that nut. We have way more on Eric Adams. Pause. And we're back. Yeah, man. Eric Adams is in the news too. And it's a kind of coincidence that this man was just indicted around the same time Diddy was indicted. No, Diddy was indicted a while ago. They just finally got him, returned him to I don't know. But yeah, crazy work. The mayor of New York, first one in a long time to be indicted. The last person I think was DC. That's body temperature. Let's see what that mouth do, huh? I should have been invited to let me stop. All right. Eric Adams was indicted. They got him on a plethora of things. And you know, when he's to introduce Orion, the first true AR glasses, the both sides. Them things look thick as hell. Those Orion glasses look big as fuck. All right, so let me see what I got. No, that's not what I want to talk about yet. All right, yeah. Adams indicted on federal charges of bribery, fraud, soliciting illegal foreign campaign donations. That's some wild shit because the biggest thing we're fighting in New York is all these people. My neighbors just got home. He's going to hit that ding a couple more times. But this guy just let a whole bunch of immigrants in New York. If you go to Times Square, they're lined up around the corner. It's the most craziest thing I've ever seen. The last time I did the vlog, I was in Times Square and I was literally just walking around. I had no reason to be in Times Square on the Times Square block. I was going somewhere else, but I had to pass it to get to the train station that I was going to. And when I say the block, immigrants all out on the street, like their suitcases, their backpacks, their kids, they're just playing on the street. They're all lined across the street. And it was the most craziest thing I've ever seen. And I think that was the difference between me when a lot of people were like on the immigrant stances, because I got to see it in person. A lot of people are only watching it through the news and they were like, these immigrants gotta go. And I was like, yo, I'm so on the fence with it. Because if you don't see it in person, you're just talking out your ass. Like in Texas, Kamala Harris had she was supposed to have I think a debate out there, and she was supposed to be out there in person. And I don't get what you guys don't get. I'm like, yo, these are people at the end of the day. And if you're a child of an immigrant, you should feel the way they're being treated. All right. Yes, there's a couple of people that might not be the best people, might be bad people and all this shit. But maybe I'm not getting it because maybe you're a parent and you're thinking about your kids, or you're thinking about resources. There's all these things that come into play. But I'm like, I've seen it in person. I mentioned it before. There's an immigrant camp in that direction, like 5 miles in that direction. All these immigrants are there. And it's like, shit. What are we going to do about this? It's literally in my backyard, bro. It's literally in my backyard. My pet is safe, though. Mark check. See, I'm sorry. I deal with trauma weird. But it's me seeing all these people just stranded, left out. And people were like, well, we gave them food and shelter and this and they're turning their back. And I was like, I don't know where to get accurate news from. But if I'm telling you, I've seen it. And these guys are on the floor, not knowing how to maneuver, not know what to do next. If they have to wait outside because they won't let them inside the building until it's time to go to sleep. I've seen it because that's what they do at homeless shelters. In the Bronx, if you want a room or to stay in the homeless shelter, you got to get there before a certain time, or else you don't have a room. And that's what we should be focusing to, the fact that we have immigrants. That's what I'm saying. I'm so on the fence with shit. But like back to what I was saying, the Texas shit, right? They took buses full of immigrants and dropped it off at her center. And you're probably like, good, let her see what's going on. This is a problem. And I'm like, I'm seeing this from more of a human standpoint. I'm like, you took a bunch of fucking people, threw them out. Like, yo, here, get the fuck out. Because you know they weren't treated right. You're be like, they were treated like fucking animals. Like, hey, yo, get the fuck out, like cattle. Hey, get the fuck out. Let her see you. You're here for a reason, right? She's here. You're the reason, blah, blah, blah. All right, we leave them, let them here. So you're taking people, leaving them stranded. Like, all right, because you know they ain't fucking pick them up. You know they didn't do all these things. They left them there as a fucking message. And it's like, and I'm not a people person. That's the thing. I don't like people like that. But when I'm over here, I'm like, yo, that shit is crazy, son. And you got to think about it. Like I said, if you're a child of an immigrant, your parents went through some shit too. Your parents probably went through the same shit too. And it's like, yo, that's what you're turning your back on. So, no, I get the fight. I get the gripes. I get that American citizens aren't being taken care of. And we should be doing something about that. We should. We 100% should. These fuckers are doing something with our tax money and it's not benefiting any of us. It's fucking crazy. And I know you're going to say, well, this was under a blue state. It was also under a red state too. So we're not going to run that fucking game. Because this has been going on way longer than we've been fucking alive. It's been going on way longer than that. What is the solution? I don't know. Sadly, I don't know. And whatever they tell us they're going to do, clearly they haven't been doing it. But it's just a weird thing. But back to Eric Adams. Yeah, the reason that's where I came from. Fucking the bribery from what they said from foreign nations. That's some foreign campaign donations, which means drug money and other nefarious acts. Crazy shit. Crazy shit, bro. Crazy. This dude is going away. He's gonna he's gonna get the fuck out of here. That's all I could think of. Because he brought back shit that I didn't like. He brought back Stockman Frisk. I feel like they've been on a war with everyday working people. That's what I feel. In the city, I feel like they've been at a war with everyday working people. The shit they enforce. Why the fuck are they enforcing fare evasions on the MTA subway platforms when the MTA charges so much fucking money? They charge so much money and they don't be doing shit. And if you're an MTA worker, I apologize, but I feel like you guys aren't doing shit. I'm not talking about the fucking bus drivers, the train people, the token people, I'm talking about the people above you. What the fuck are they doing with the money that everyday New Yorkers are giving, the taxes that we're giving out? What are they doing with that? What are they doing with that? That's my fight. That's my gripe. And then this fucking asshole is just taking advantage of a situation and making the shit look worse. So fuck Eric Adams. And he's over here like, we're gonna clean this up. All of this is fake. I don't think so, sir. Because how the fuck do you spend $4 million on the trash obligation shit in New York City because we had high rats in the city? That's always been the conversation. If you come to New York City, there's mad rats. I've shared videos on my fucking social media posts of rats, like 100 rats being in 3 garbage bags, going fucking crazy back to back to back. And as much as I complain as the guys that are outside of my door right now with the garbage cans again, we need this shit to happen. It needs to be done. All right. It's all part of the city. All right. All original, genuine shit you get on this podcast. So it's like, okay, you spent $4 million to look at us straight in the face in the camera and be like, I have a solution. Trash cans. Trash cans. You paid somebody $4 million fucking dollars to tell these businesses, hey man, y'all should be using fucking trash cans. Can I get my fucking money back? Can I get some of the money back? Shit, if you're gonna spend $4 million to tell New Yorkers to fucking use trash cans, can I get a fucking trash can? The fucking nerve of this guy. The nerve of this fucking government sometimes, son. The shit they be doing, the shit they be enforcing is fucking crazy, son. And don't go on my fucking comments be like, hey man, you should be doing this or you should look into this. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking complaining. I don't want to hear that shit. All right? Typical liberal. Typical liberal. I'm not going to fucking complain. But, yeah. Shit is crazy, son. Let them put that bitch under the jail. Speaking of putting bitches under the jail, young Dolph's killer was sentenced today, and he was sentenced to life. Sentenced to life. Now, I have mixed reviews of Dolph, Mr. Dolph. I will say rest in peace, sir. I know some people probably don't agree with that. They probably don't. I don't know that man, but I know he was young. I know he was doing a lot for his community. He had kids. I know that much. Now, I also know, I mentioned it in the last couple of shows, hey man, how to move. You got heat on you. You got issues. You got people starting to look shit with you. You got to move a certain way. And you do not get the luxury of putting your guard down. Because sadly, he put his guard down and somebody came and took his life. Now, as the story goes on and on and on and on, it starts getting interesting. It starts getting weird. They start looking at other rap people. Allegedly, Joe Gotti is being looked at for this case, which is crazy. Allegedly, please, Mr. Gotti, don't come after me. But yeah, it's crazy. Also, the guy that did the killing shows no remorse. He's not going to show no remorse. He grew up a certain way. All right, okay. So, but he got fucked. And he's going to get fucked when he goes to jail. So you might as well just know that. But what it came down to was, there was a, hey man, this guy's here. How much to do the job? They told this man $40,000 for the hit. $40,000 for a hit is kind of high, but because there's people that do it for less, and clearly he was one of them. Because $40,000 do the hit, run and go do the hit, blah blah blah. All right, cool, copy. Out of the $40,000, he only gets $800. You threw your life away for $800. $800. You took somebody's life away for $800. This man went to go buy $20 worth of cookies, and you took his life away for $800. And now you're finding out that I don't think you think it's gonna be worth it down the line. Right now, he doesn't seem remorseful. He doesn't seem he gives a shit that he got life. And he made a statement not that long ago, like, "Hey man," I think it was on a Twitter post. He was like, "Hey man, you'll never see me take the cheese." Okay. And he stood tall on it. You can't get mad. If you're part of that lifestyle, you do that, okay. But to get fucked over for $800 to get only paid $800 to take this man's life is fucking crazy, son. For them to be like, "Nah, you're good. Nah, we're talk to me next week. I owe you." That's crazy shit, bro. That's crazy shit. For $800, if you went up to him and you informed him, "They told me this is the amount. I only got paid this." I'm pretty sure he would have been like, "Hey, yo, here, I'll give you $1,000 to let me fucking walk away." And that still would have been a better fucking outcome for that idiot that took his life. That's some crazy shit that's going on, man. That's some wild shit for $800. $800, bro. That's you away for the rest of your life. You'll never see your family. Even if they die, they might not even approve you to go to the funeral. You're not going to have a wife. You could probably have a prison wife. But you're not going to ever feel the warm embrace of a woman. You're never going to be able to start a family. You're never going to have kids the same way you took a father away from his kids. You will never be given that opportunity. And if you were given that opportunity, you just took away your opportunity to be a father to your kid for $800. For $800, bro. Taking somebody's life away for $800 is fucking crazy, son. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just a crazy conversation piece. Because as I mentioned before, people would do the job for less. People would do the job for less. And that's the sad part. Especially the state that we're in right now. Yeah, hell yeah. $800? Because you never know what somebody's going through. But to be promised $40,000 to only get to $800 is crazy. It kind of reminds me of the story that I just saw. It's not related, but it's about a gamble, right? So there was literally a video I was just watching of a guy on Instagram, and he had to get paid out from the MGM Grand. It was someplace in Vegas where he took a bet. So the bet was he gets $571,000 if he wins. And if you're like, yeah, what? $571,000 if he wins? That's crazy. That's nuts. I would do it. Yeah, he's lucky. On the back end, he had to put $1 million of his own money up to win $571,000. That shit makes no sense. No sense at all. To bet $1 million to only win 571. Some people are like, a winner's a win. No, not when the odds are not even. Not when the risk is greater than the reward. Nope. Because we were having a conversation about another conversation that transpired in another We're having a conversation about another conversation that transpired on another podcast. And the conversation was about, is $1 million a lot? I said, yes, $1 million is a lot. A lot of people try to pretend that $1 million isn't a lot. But to me, $10,000 is a lot. $20,000 is a lot. It can be life-changing. You never know what somebody's going through in this situation. You never know. So we were having this conversation. I was having people talk about this place of entitlement that they're from. And it's like, got it. We did not grow up the same. We did not have the same outcome. We do not have the same view on money. We do not have the same view on life. Because to me, $1 million is a lot. It's a whole lot of money. It's not, no, it is life-changing money. It's still life-changing money. $1 million is life-changing money. All right. It could get me out of a situation that I'm in. It could get anybody out of a situation they're in. It could either help alleviate debt. It could help be a down payment for a home. It could be a down payment for your kids' education. It could be anything that you could put use to better your life outcome. So yeah, back to this guy. $800. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. $800, me going away for the rest of my life? Nah, not the same. Not the same. See, if you got the $40,000 up front in cash, okay, I kind of get it. I get that. But $800, not to make light of the situation, take it all, but $800 is fucking cheap for her. Like, it was like, all right, he probably just took that out of his pocket. It was like, yo, here, whatever that is, that's what you're getting. Fucking crazy. And that's what you threw your life away for. Or somebody that you probably didn't even know. Somebody that you probably didn't even really have a beef with. Somebody that you probably never heard of until that day. Somebody that you probably couldn't agree with, but somebody else told you not to agree with. That's what you did. That's what you chose to do. And good luck with whatever you're about to go through for $800. $800. You must be fucking smoking rocks. Well, you're going to be breaking rocks. Are you going? Do they still do that in jails? I don't know. I don't plan on going. I mean, do they still do that in the prisons? I don't plan on going. I don't plan on doing any of that. Right? This isn't Shawshank Redemption, sir. There is no tunnel that you're going to dig that's going to get you the fuck out of your situation. Unless it's your grave. But, oh well. Time to move on to the next section. And for this section, I have a drop for it now. So,
Wait, Jose! Jose, I got to tell you something!
So welcome to the Ask Me a Question section where people ask me questions that are really random on point. Sometimes they're part-time lover questions, but it's whatever. So let me go ahead and jump into this section. That was racist. Why did I do that? All right. First question. Give me an outrageous take. Give me a second. I think I got one. All right. Outrageous take. So if you guys haven't noticed, there's been a rise of skinny people with body yaddy 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 yaddy. But what you guys haven't noticed, wait, there's more. Fat people are going missing. Fat people are disappearing at an interesting rate. Now, we live in America, and there's a lot of fat people, so a lot of you guys might not notice it, but fat people are going missing in America. You're going to be like, what do you mean? Like, it's an old Ozempic joke? No, it is not. The big and beautiful, the rotund, the big boned folks going missing. And then there's a rise of skinny people with bodies. With the gats. That's what I'm talking about. Where are they going? Where are these fat people disappearing to? If you ask me, this is all a government rules. It's all a government plan to give these skinny little batches somebody. I know. No, think about it. Because where are these girls that have ass getting this ass from? See, if they were little skinny things, they do not have the accommodations to get the cheeks that they do have. And it's not like implant cheeks, it's fat transfers. But where are they getting the fat from? If you ask me, I think they're the ones kidnapping the fat folks. I wish I had a dun dun dun, but the best I got is a. That's all I got. Also, if you ask me, that's a fair exchange, because think about it. If fat people want to lose weight and they want to get rid of their body fat, why not give it to the skinny people in exchange? Like, hey man, I got something to give you. You can have it. Just pay for this and you can have this. I want to be skinny and you can take the fat that I accumulated over the summer or the winter. That'd actually be a lucrative business if you think about it. Somebody should probably need that started, because the fat people are going missing. But yeah. Think about it. That's a crazy, that's not a far-fetched idea. If any of you skinny girls are looking to get some fat on your body, to get some thighs or ass or even some gazumbas, holla at your boy. I got plenty. Actually, I don't. I got more gut now. I don't have, like, sorry. No, it's not even there. I'm embarrassing myself for no goddamn reason. Yeah, it's gone. I'm fucking arm just got a cramp doing that. But yeah. Holla at your boy. We could go into business. All right. $200 a pound. How much? I'm 50 pounds overweight. Yeah. $200 a pound. What's up? Let's do some business. That's like gold. Oh my God. Imagine in the future fat becomes gold. That shit will be fucking lit. America will be back on top again. We will be a booming economy again. And we fucking jump into that. All right. Don't steal my ideas. TM. All right. And then you skinny ladies, holla at me. OMCJ. All right. Or at nospecialcharacterspod@gmail.com. Holla at me. All right. And you can drop off some relationship advice for me to answer as well. I don't know. That's my outrageous take. I don't know. Let me know. Was that outrageous enough for you, or do you guys want something more? All right. Let's go into the next question. What's a practice that was placed in effect back in the day that is not around anymore and that you're cool with? There's actually two. And they're both in the same field and they're actually related. So back in the day, before COVID happened, even before what I'm saying happened, when we used to have to clock into a place, they used to give us a time card. Click, click. I know if you're young and you're watching this, like, what the fuck is a time card? I use my badge and I clock in. I use my finger to clock in. Before COVID, let me get to it. Back in the day, time card, click, click. All right. I'm at work. Now, around 2018, 2019, they implemented biometrics. In biometrics, you had to use your fingerprint. You would go like this. Clink, clink, and bing, you're the person, you're clocking in for work, because they called in the other people punching other people's time clocks to get into work. See, when that was happening, hopefully I'm safe from what I'm about to say. I don't know. Sana, whatever. I don't even remember that shit. Go back to the disclaimer at the beginning. This is all satire. I used to clock in from my cell phone to work before I got to the location, so I wouldn't be late. I'm only talking about like a couple of minutes, but I've been hearing people bitch about this new day and age of people coming into work late. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am one of the worst people that you could implement to this shit, because I've been at my job for a couple of years now, like let's say 10, 12 years, and I've been late every goddamn day. God bless that company that keeps me, because I feel like I must be really important for them to keep me, because being late for 12 years in a row, that's a fucking Guinness World Book record. But I'm not stupid enough to be like, I am not dumb enough to believe that I am irreplaceable, because everybody's replaceable. I'm not dumb enough. I would never put up that fight. I'm like, all right, you guys got me. You guys are finally doing something. All right, I copy. I get it. I'm an adult. I can make that conscious decision not to be offended by something that should have been done a long time ago. But yeah. Now, they figured out that people were clocking other people in, and it was a whole thing. So they came up with the biometrics. Use your finger. Boom, ding, ding, ding. That's the person who's supposed to be working. All right, great. Then COVID happened, and that went away. That went away, and it's one of the most beautifulest things that we're back to not using your fingerprint to clock into work anymore, because it wasn't cleansing, because people weren't cleaning their hands. Shit, people weren't cleaning their hands and they weren't wearing the mask, but I was more worried about the people not cleaning their hands and people wearing their mask, because y'all some nasty people. You ever been to a bathroom, fellas? You ever been to a public bathroom? Ladies, ever been to a public bathroom and you notice that somebody just came out of the stall and just walked out of there, didn't even clean their hands? And at first you were like, they probably didn't even use the bathroom. They probably didn't use the bathroom. And then you'll go to the stall that they were using to pee, and you notice that they peed all over the goddamn walls. Or ladies, you girls are going to the bathroom to pee, and you notice that they missed the toilet and shit on the floor. Yeah. That's something that was going on, and they had to get rid of the biometrics. So I'm happy for that result of no longer using my fingerprints to clock into work. There was something else that I wrote. Let's see. I don't think I was supposed to talk about that part. All right. Another thing that transpired because of COVID was CPR. So CPR was always this thing where if somebody were to pass out on the ground, you have to go, everybody step back, step back, step back, step back. Away. I have to administer CPR and mouth to mouth. That no longer is a thing. That has been debunked. You no longer have to do mouth to mouth, because mouth to mouth was crazy. Mouth to mouth is crazy. See, even if you do CPR, you start doing chest compressions, a lot of the times you'll break somebody's ribs because that's the proper way to do it. Now, they finally came to the discussion that, all right, mouth to mouth really doesn't really help. But I've seen Hollywood tell me that it does help when I see people drown. Like, I'll be the victim all my life. But, yeah. It was like, oh, great, we're not obligated to do that no more, because that was always my fear, that somebody would pass out and I would have to be the person that administers mouth to mouth, because I have a lot of phobias, people. I don't trust people. I think people are nasty, disgusting people. Nasty habits. Like, how do you know the person that you're about to administer CPR to didn't brush their teeth? I'll wait. You're taking a gamble to go, all right, everybody stand back. What if they're having an outbreak? Are you still administering it? Yeah. No. Sorry. What if she just finished giving head that morning and she was in a rush to leave and she still had company? See? These are the scenarios that are stuck in my mind, and I'm like, I'm glad this shit does not fucking exist anymore. It does not exist. So, one of the positive things from back in the day that were around, and it's completely fucking gone. Because that's nasty. All right, let's see what else I got. Battery I got on that. All right, am I overreacting? God damn it. Recently, my landlord put a Harris for President sign in front of my home. You niggas. I just told you this is a political podcast. Technically, it's his home, but I rent it. I've asked him to move the sign, but he ignored it. Do you think I can take legal action against him if you can't by now? If you can't tell by now, I am a Trumper. Didn't need that information, couldn't care for that information. All right. You are overreacting. You are. Sad to say, you are. See, you got to look at your tenant agreement, and something like that would be a thing, because I don't think there's anything that says that you can't put up your Trump sign in front of the house. You can put it right next to the Biden sign. But at the end of the day, that is his house. That man can do whatever the fuck he wants, okay? If he wants to put there's a pedophile that lives here sign in front of the fucking house, I think he could do that, because technically it is his fucking property. You're just renting it. Sadly to say, you do not have real rights until you own your property or your land, I feel. And that is not an easy feat right now because of the way everything is high up right now. But I don't think you can complain about what the owner is doing on his own property that you're just renting to stay in. And that's his grass. You're only renting to stay in the room. I think he could do anything with the grass. Do you cut the grass? Because if you do that, then that's a different story. And that's something like, oh yeah, that's something I don't want to sign there because it's in the way when I cut the grass. All right. If you don't want me to move the sign, you go cut the fucking grass. But I don't know what the agreement is. Also, that's pretty ballsy and bold of them to do it. To put a Harris sign. Especially, he probably knows you're a Trumper, so you probably got into like an argument, and that's them being petty and trying to get back at you, which is fucking crazy. But no, I don't think you're in a position to really say anything. I think you get rid of the sign, fucking disable the Ring camera, and then throw that shit out. But then you run the risk of being secretly recorded or somebody spotting you, and then it becomes a whole legal thing, and then you get kicked out of your house, all because of a sign that says Harris. All right, aka Rajniganda. I thought Rajniganda was a boy's name. But yeah. As far as you, fellow human, the best thing I could tell you is fucking ignore it. And if you can't ignore it, then I'd suggest you start saving up to move somewhere else or get your own property. All right. Also, I mean, that's their belief. What do you want me to tell you? All right, you want me to tell them to stop being a fucking Harris supporter? Can't do that. All right, because you would feel away if he told you to stop being a Trump supporter. I suggest that you put your own sign up. If not, fuck it. Why do you? I don't think a sign should really affect you. Yeah, I don't think a sign should really affect you from being like, oh my God, I can't live because this sign that's against my views is in front of my house. Oh no. There's real shit going on in the world, all right? If you haven't fucking noticed yet. All right. I think you could focus you could focus your time on something more important. That's fucking crazy though. About to crash out over a sign. Back in the 60s. See? Real shit. Over there. There was a sign in front of my house, and I don't know. I don't like the way it's making me feel. If you don't fucking stop playing with me, if you don't get up. Why'd you go to what's that makeup? No. Let me stop. This is my new funny shit.
Catch that shit, cuz!
Oh, that's what you should do. Rip that shit out.
Catch that shit, cuz!
Do that. Shit, nah, let me stop. Don't do that. All right, don't get kicked out of your fucking house over something trivial as a sign. All right. I think it's that time for America's favorite section, which is welcome to another episode of Part-Time Lover. All right, everybody that normally tunes into this part is only here for this portion of the podcast. I see you guys when I slide in. It's like, oh, most replayed part, most favorite part. All right, I get it. But thank you for watching it. I appreciate you. And hopefully you guys can partake in the Part-Time Lover section since you guys love it so much. So if you're not familiar with Part-Time Lover is a section where people in relationships ask us questions to get a different POV of the situation. And hopefully we're able to help them. Either we could give them a different opinion to enlighten them or see the error of their ways. Do they have to take this information? Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. All right. You guys aren't cucks, right? You guys have freedom of will to do whatever you want, unless you like watching that shit. Then, all right, I guess you're free, I guess. But, yeah. But I am not a licensed professional. Just a guy on a microphone on this podcast. So we might as well just move in to our first question. Now, let's see what's on the docket. Come on, phone. Let's get through this section without you deleting the important things. Dear Adonis, let me stop.
Me and my girl went on a break, and I did some snooping and noticed she added her ex back on social media. She always said she's never go back to him, but here we are inviting him back in. I feel betrayed. How should I handle this?
Brother. You can't be upset because you just said it. You guys went on a break. You guys aren't together. Did she contact her ex? Probably. Because that's somebody that she used to know. And now you're going to be somebody that she used to know. Somebody. But you can't bring it up. You want to know why you can't bring it up? Because you're being a little snoopy bitch. And when you become a little snoopy bitch and you're looking for things as evidence to use against them, it's going to backfire in your face because it's none of your business. All right? It's not. It's none of your business. All right? You don't know that they're going to do anything. They probably are. But you don't know that. And the minute you confront them and say, oh, I see you're talking to your ex again. What are you going to fuck them? If the thought was never in their mind, you have now just planted it in their mind. And she's going to go and fuck them. Now, I know what you're thinking.
It's dead.
I know. But if you do want to keep her, I suggest you get your shit together. I suggest you apologize, even if it's not your fucking fault. Apologize to go get that girl back, so you're not so you don't become a cuck. I'm sorry. All right, I know she's told you he was the worst person. He treated me like shit. He never listened. You're nothing like him. Blah 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 blah. It's bullshit. All right, because she stayed with that person long enough to give a shit. They shared secrets, and she went back to him because that's the person that she used to confide in. See, this could be seen another way as well. Then you should kind of see it as a good thing because that means she's not out there looking for new dick. All right. Does that make any sense? I know I know in the perfect world she wouldn't be looking for no dick at all, but nobody knows what you're up to either. I can't assume that you're out here being all willy-nilly yourself, all right? I can't assume that. That you're just being a good old boy and not talking to nobody else, all right? I can't take that into a factor, all right?
You know the fucking vibes.
That's just the way life is right now. But if you're really this torn up and upset and you're saying, I feel betrayed, then you guys should have never went on a fucking break the way it went, all right? You left the door open and the wolves are at the door, right? And you can't get mad that the wolves are at the door because you left your little cluckety cluck back at the house unprotected, all right? And now they're about to split her into 5 pieces. I don't know, is there? No, 4 pieces. Where the hell did I get 5 from? That's a dick. Let me stop. But yeah. I don't know how you gonna hate from outside the club when you can't even get in. But yeah. If you really want to end all this shit, you really want to be quote unquote happy, go get your queen back, son. Stop playing. I don't know why you out here playing for, all right? Over here arguing, talking to me. That shit ain't. It's not.
Very demure.
It's not very.
Very demure.
All right. Okay. All right. Right now you're hurt. You're like, oh my God, I never tried. You're probably crying on the floor, but you need to. Get up! All right, get your ass up. All right, go get your queen back before somebody blows her back out. All right, go.
Catch that shit, cuz!
That's all I'm telling you. All right. And I know she's gonna be like, all right, because you know you're gonna go back and be like, oh, don't even mention what happened, whatever you saw, whatever you did in your findings. All right, don't even do that because you're gonna start her up. She's gonna be.
Shorty's just talking shit.
All right. She's gonna hit you with the Cardi B. She'll be like, I did fuck him. All right. So I think that's pretty sound advice that I just gave you. Unless you just want to move on, then go ahead, go do that too. But don't come back here with another question like, should I get back with my ex because I really miss her and I thought this person was the one, but they weren't the one. I was just really horny and blah 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 blah. So, yeah. Either man up or don't. I think that's frowned upon to say that now. To tell somebody to man up. Did you just assume my gender? Maybe. Next question.
Halloween is coming and I am a huge Halloween, but my wife is very anti-Halloween. I want to celebrate it with my kids this year, but she's fighting me on it. Am I to undermine her and do it anyway?
Sorry about that. Your question wasn't boring. I'm just tired. So, you want to go against your wife's back?
Piece of shit.
You can't go around your wife's back. Are you crazy? You can't. She's going to find out. All right? Don't be.
Dishonor on you.
Don't do that.
Dishonor on your family.
It's going to be her. It's going to be her. And when she starts beating your ass, you're going to be like,
Help me! Help me!
yeah, don't do it. All right? You guys are grown-ups. Communication is key. I say this shit all the fucking time. Communication is key. Shut the fuck up. All right? People that are going to try to use that against me, shut the fuck up. Communication is key. Communication is key. All right? That's all it ever comes down to. Communication, key. Key, communication. Where do you need to go? The door of communication. What do you need? The fucking key. All right? You guys are new to this. All right? You clearly have kids. You guys always haven't been separate on the decision unless you caved over, but now you want to start doing it for your reasons that you said where you're around to do Halloween. All right, so your wife should be able to see that as like, all right, they want to do something. Now, you don't have to go full... You don't have to go full demonic or anything crazy. You guys keep it real simple, hippies. You guys could be superheroes. You guys could be priests, billionaire executives, Diddy. It could be all these things. It could be all these things. All right. You don't have to be anything that goes against her belief. All right. Don't. Keep it real simple. You keep it real cute, very demure. All right. And if you keep it very demure, maybe later that night she might transform into a harlot for you, put on a little outfit, and give you that little.
Fuck to and spit on that.
I'm not playing.
Nay, I do not jest like that. I do not.
It could go like that.
Frolic too much.
It could go like that. That's all I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Is that keep your options open.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Okay. That's all. That's all I'm ever telling you. I think this is a conversation. This isn't a hard conversation to have with your wife. This is your wife. Like, you love her. All right, you about to throw your relationship away like the other idiot? Come on, stop playing. I know, that was mean. That was mean. The other guys listening to this shit still like, somebody else is gonna pipe her. What was that? But, yeah. No, like I said, have a conversation. Hey man, we really like to do this. We want to get hopped up on sugar, go around in the town, paint the town red, do things like that. All right. We don't have to be things that don't align with her vision. We could be something, you could find neutral ground, something common ground, and work on that. You don't have to go against their wishes, go against their back, because then you're just gonna fucking find yourself in the doghouse for no reason. You're gonna be sleeping on the couch with all those fucking empty candy wrappers like I do every night when I go to sleep. But yeah. So hopefully I was able to help you guys out. All right. I know the other first guy's like,
You suck.
but go solve that shit. All right. Stop playing around. Go solve it. Don't put yourself in a fucking awkward position. Guys, don't put yourself in positions that fucking make you lose out on the person that you love over some stupid shit that could have been a conversation about. Don't do that. Don't do that. Shut up. But yeah. It's all good for you guys. This has been, I'm closing out the thank you for everybody that partakes in that section. I really appreciate you. Really fucks with you guys. Now we are at the meet me at the crossroads and we're gonna be over. Meet me at the crossroads and we're gonna be over. And I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss her. Yo, go listen to the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of that shit. That shit is jokes. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's partaking in this. Whoa. I apologize. I almost ended that. I'm going to end it like the way I'm going to end it. But before I do, shout out to everybody out there that's trying to make things go, trying to make things happen, trying to follow your goal, trying to achieve your dreams, trying to be the best that you can. Keep on going, keep on doing what you're doing. All right, there's only one road to success, and you better make sure you, all right, get your ass over there. Stop playing. If you fall down, all right, stop playing around, man. We gotta achieve what we gotta achieve, man. You can't get to greatness lollygagging, all right? So that's for you guys. Hopefully, you guys take that advice. Now back to what I was saying. Thank you to everybody that's been rocking with this show. I fucks with you guys. I hate to say this, but I gotta say it. Please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
I think it's time to watch the party die. The shit that got too wicked to apologize. It's different, get them whacked and disqualified. We even kill the killers cause they like taking innocent lives. Burn a whole village, we start over. It's really that time. Why reason with these niggas if they can't see the
reason with them?
Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work? Just walk that man down, that'll do everyone a solid. It's love, but tough love sometimes gotta result in violence. If you
I am your host on my Cool J. I fucks with you guys heavy. Hopefully I could find the way to get around the music thing. But until then, we will figure something out to keep the show going. I'm your host, Jose Luis, aka On My Cool J. Wait, I like this.
Wait, Jose!
That's who I am. And thank you for tuning into this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys tuned in, whatever you guys tuned into, whether it was the beginning, middle, or close to the end, thank you for still being around. Please continue to like, comment, share, subscribe. I think I said that already. And I am out of here. Peace out.